such an asshole.
This is a good question. This is a question we should revisit every 3 to 5 years, kind of like a colonoscopy. It's like, is it all good up there still? Let me go through the question. What is your current stance on ballroom dancing and meet women in 2024? Still as bad as you said it was a few years ago? Which styles are the best for meeting people in general? Still swinging salsa? Yeah, I'd still say swinging salsa. So let's go over it. All right. If you didn't know, not joking, Cappy was a ballroom dance instructor for 14 years, and I was good. I was not as an instructor. I was okay as a, but I'm damn good as a dancer. And so back in the 90s, like way back then, yeah, Cappy guy, it was great. If you can be an instructor right when a big fad for 20-something girls is happening, you do it, okay? When they ask if you're a god, you say yes. So yeah, I won't lie, absolutely situational alpha, and yeah, I strongly recommend everyone do it. But as I've said before, fads and things come and go, and that was what we're coming up on 30 years ago now that I started being a dance instructor. And right now, I can tell you for a fact, because usually I speculate about dating or use field reports about dating. I have tried to go ballroom dancing in Vegas a couple times. And just as I have tried to go and play Dungeons and Dragons, and I find out it is fucking autistic world. I'm not even joking, like people legit on the spectrum, where you once again have 27-year-olds legitimately crying because you wouldn't let them cast a spell. It's kind of the same thing now, at least the places I've gone in Vegas, where you walk in, you're like, oh, I'm not kidding, 50-year-old virgin shit. I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, wow. Now, I did go to a place that ended up being really cool. I won't say where because I'm probably going to go there again. And that was all right. Yeah, you saw like, oh, they're the theater kids. Okay. But it was fun. It was fine. But man, past couple places I've gone 100% on the spectrum. There was one place I went, and I brought my girlfriend with, so I had a date. And man, you get these DJs and they want to make it a show all about themselves. Let me just give you guys some information. If you're an aspiring DJ at a dance venue, play the fucking dance music and shut the fuck up. That's it. It's your job. No one gives a shit. This one guy, it was weird. He wanted to do the history of this one type of dance or the history of this one type. He put a PowerPoint presentation together and all that. It was like half an hour. I'm like, are we gonna dance? What? So I can definitely see where some of the more socially awkward people want to go and meet members of the opposite sex. But you're not going to find good looking. I'll be honest. You're just not going to find good looking people, generally speaking. You're not. Having said that, though, it is no longer naturally, whether it's a fad or not. What I have found is that is highly, if not totally, dependent on location. All right. So if you're saying, should I learn ballroom dancing? It depends. What I would do is go to a swing dance event or a salsa event or a ballroom dance event. Don't go to a studio. Do not go. I have nothing against studios like Arthur Murray or what was the other one? If you want to learn to dance, sure, go learn to dance. You don't want to go to a studio. You want to go to a social event like an actual dance or a concert where there's a dance floor, and you want to go and pick up the courses there, get to know people because you want to meet the girls, not necessarily just learn to dance. So I would go there, and you'll assess very quickly whether that locale, that location is hot or not. I'll tell you right now, Vegas, don't even bother. For swing anyway. Salsa might be different. I can also tell you, to give you the other side of an example, Nuke, he goes salsa dancing in Dallas. And that right now it's hot. It's the Shimshan is hot in Kansas City right now. That's what all the craze. That's the craze for the kids of Kansas City. Well, right now, salsa is very hot in Dallas. So not only do you have to go out into your local neighborhood and find, okay, there's a swing dance tonight, a salsa dance the next, and I don't know, an actual classic ballroom dance the third. Go to each one's. Salsa might suck, swing might be great, country might be good, salsa sucks. Latin night is hot, ballroom dance is not. And then I would go there. Generally speaking, though, the most popular dances are swing and salsa. More broadly, you would have East Coast swing / country, same thing. And then salsa, there's salsa, but that also includes Latin dances in general, which would be cha-cha, bachata, salsa and cha-cha are more or less the same thing with added steps. Bachata is a different ball of wax, although it'll be commonly played. Every once in a while, you'll get a tango, but that's ballroom world. But generally, your swing and your salsa nights are probably going to be your best bet. But still no guarantee, because you're going to have to walk in and say, all right, does it look like a scene from the movie Swingers? Or does it look like the special needs liberal arts theater kids going at the local university who are all confused about their genders? No fucking joke. I would tell you about a locale where that happens, but I can't because I like the people. Yeah, but it's kind of hit or miss. Hit or miss. I'm gonna say generally though, don't get your hopes up. I have seen more 50-year-old virgin dances than I have seen young up and coming hot kid dances. All right. It's not a place to meet young people. It's for old divorcees and people who are incredibly socially awkward to maybe touch a member of the opposite sex and not land in jail. That's where I'm gonna guess most, because that's how the younger generation is skewed. In our day, we had jobs that shovel driveways. Your day, you're dyeing your hair red and asking, what kind of gender am I today? I mean, I know I'm joking a little bit, but you could see that happening. I will also point out, I have no problems pointing this out. Surprise, feminism has tried to, or feminist activists, rather, I should say, have seeped into these communities where, you ask permission and we all identify, a man doesn't have to dance with a woman. It doesn't mean the man leads. Like all that horse shit has infected a lot of these dance communities as a cancer. Obviously, you're not going to want to dance there. But yeah, there's places out there. You just got to find them first. And maybe you're lucky. Maybe, I don't know. The salsa swing scene is really hot in Phoenix right now. Maybe the swing dance scene is really hot in Tallahassee. But yeah, you go to Atlanta, you look around like, oh my goodness. Oh no, 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 no. And then you go to the salsa scene in Atlanta and like, oh my goodness, no, 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 no. And then yeah, I guess dancing just isn't for you. So that would be the correct answer. However, that doesn't address, is it still a good way to meet girl? I would still learn to dance nonetheless. All right. Because it is an ace up your sleeve. It's also fun. It's good exercise. There's nothing bad about it. It's all good if you were to learn salsa dancing, whether or not you're dancing with a purple-haired confused monster or you're dancing with some hot, sleek chickie babe. I mean, I remember, I won't tell the story, but I had to pick up 5 different ballroom dances in a month so I could teach them. So I was going to every possible dance. I was going to like old people dances to learn waltz and foxtrot. And I was dancing with some of the oldest overweight ladies you ever saw because I had to. But it was still good because I learned how to do all these different traditional ballroom dances. The reason I recommend that you learn to pick up a dance anyway is that it is really going to help you down the road if you start dating a girl. And you only need to learn one. And I'd either pick salsa or swing. Don't get eccentric and pick up tango or bachata. You either do salsa or swing. And the reason why is that it makes for a great date night. If you don't have to be performance or competitive level, but if you just get accomplished in it and you can dance and you throw in a couple moves, man, you're light years ahead of everyone else. And then when you list it on a dating profile or you mention it, oh, accomplished swing dancer. Well, now you're better than the other guys. And you may not go swing dancing with this girl. It's just it has served me in some ancillary capacities, socially speaking. A lot of times not even romantic or trying to get girls. Just, oh, you're a dancer? Oh, that's interesting. That's you stand out. And oh yeah, there's been times I'm at a wedding or some kind of event, and I dress like shit. Well, not at weddings, but at some country bar. I I'll give you a steer. Let me give you an example. I got my poker buddies. Basically a bunch of middle-aged and old guys who curse and swear and piss at each other, and it's great. And they said, "Hey, we got a table out in Sturgis. We're gonna smoke cigars and chill out and look at the color." And so me and the GF go out there, and they're sitting there, and there's a band, and there's a dance floor. And this is like daytime. So there's all my buddies, and they all give me the shit. Well, why are you here? Why don't you just show up? Standard guy shit. And the GF has a dress on, and I just had t-shirts and jeans, I think. And they I forget I Want You to Want Me, that song. Perfect fast song for you to strut your stuff. So I take the GF out there and fucking tear it up. Fucking blow everyone out of the water. And I walk back and I'm just smiling, looking at these old time guys. And one of my buddy looks, he just mouths. If for any other reason to one up your old buddies, it was. But there's other social you'll be at a wedding, and you the trick is you got to find someone else who knows how to dance. You usually got to bring a date, or maybe there might be a gal. But if all of a sudden they at the spouse, or what is it, groom bride dance, even though they're going to get divorced in 3 years, and then you got the father daughter dance, and you get the fucking take the garter off with the dollar bill thing. And then all right, everyone done, and then you go out there with your partner and you fucking kill it. Of course, that like, oh yeah, then all the bridesmaid come. Not necessarily, because you have yourself a date. So if you can find the old lady who knows how to. Anyway, point is, there are some other social reasons that if you know how to dance, it'd be like playing a musical instrument. It doesn't hurt you at all. There's no drawback to learning a musical instrument, unless you happen to be raised by Asian parents and they force you to waste years of your childhood living an instrument you're never going to make no money off of. Had to get that in there. Just had to get it in there. So I would learn a dance regardless, whether or not there are girls on the dance scene or not. Still pick it up. Still learn it. You're going to have fun. It'll be a good time. It's fine. And then even if there aren't any girls at that scene, it's going to help you in your social life as well as your dating life, because now you have something that's a great first date. And there's no, and dude, it sets the tone right off your back. I know how to dance. You don't. You have to follow me. There's none of us moving around acting like a freaking idiot. All right. There are rules. You must follow them. And yeah, dancing, you find a nice little quiet jazz club. Even if there isn't a dance, if there's a dance floor, a place to dance, and it's a quiet little jazz joint, you're like, hey, you want to learn some dancing? Said every girl ever. And then okay, never mind. We'll just sit here and do nothing then. And then they're like, well, okay. And it's like, they knew I knew how to dance, but they just don't want to go up in front of everybody else. It's because women are cowards. It's like, well, you'd learn, and you give me 5 minutes, going to make you look pretty good. Anyway, it makes for a great first date and second date. And then, yeah, boy, I don't like dates where you just sit there and look at hiking and ballroom dancing. Great dates. Cycling, motorcycle riding, all great dates because there's an activity. Yeah, so I'd still learn it. even if it's the special needs theater kids are there. And then, yeah, and then, oh, hey, you see someone cute, like, hey, you're cute. Want to go dancing sometime? And not like boom chicka boom dancing, but you want to like, I know how to salsa. You want to go salsa dancing sometime? And maybe that works. All right, let's go to Super Chat. Cyber Bully, $10. Lots of country bars with dancing here in Arizona. All fat trashy. You buy Apache Junction by chance? Then women can really only be found in major metro luxury bars, etc. Main reason I'm moving to a big city ASAP. Yeah, Arizona, a lot of old retired people, which is fine. But you got to be in Scottsdale or Phoenix or maybe even pre-Scott. Nonstop Dre, $2. Cappy got with Betty White by doing the Charleston. I have gotten laid because I know the Charleston, and I'm really good at the Charleston, and I'm not joking. It did get me laid. Dior's 556. Nice. You may as well be playing that Phil Collins Genesis song, I Can't Dance Because I Sure Can. That's why you would take courses. I always got a kick out of that. Why would I take a dance class? I don't know how to dance. It's like, no fucking shit. Listen to what you just said. Cyberbully, $5. Adult organized activities seem to bring out weirdos. I've tried a lot. Good-looking, cool men and women don't need these to build a social life. Yeah, boy, you're right. There is something about that. I remember when Meetup was full of everyone who had their chromosomes, all of them. And you could go and go running crew or this or that. And now, man, I've gone to some meetups. I'm like, okay, I don't want to get infected with whatever's infecting you all. I need to get out of here before I catch your disease. Going to leave now. Dre, $2. Were you spinning girls like ragdoll? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did aerials. Small little guy like me. Yeah. I wish I had some old videos of me and some of my old dance partners. Dude, I should really do that. I should go find some gal, tear up the floor, do a couple dances and show you. What I really should do is do some dance classes. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do some dance classes on Teachable. Because they would take forever to audit and edit. iThring, $2. When is Cappy's online dance coming? Exactly. Maybe someday. I don't know. Dre, $2. But Cappy, playing guitar gets more girls' attention. I don't know. Depends how good you are. I mean, pit me up against guitar players up there. I'm dancing with this woman. You tell me where you got the edge and the advantage. Have there been some guitar players that would blow my dancing out of the water? Yes. I'm a pretty good dancer, guys. I won't lie. I'm like, oh, you're a guitar player. Okay. And you're a good one. That's nice. Don't worry. I'll take care of your girl for you. Although, if you take the guitar player's girlfriend away, he'll be homeless. So you can't take the guitar player's girlfriend away. They need a place to sleep. Alex Patino, $5. Bachata is way easier. What? Well, okay, all right. You're right. You're right. The basic step is, but if you want to get good at it, there's so much art to it and curves and style. I've done a little bit of bachata in my day. I hate it. I hate it because the music is stupid. And every girl turns into a little screaming middle school girl. And then I'm like, at that point, I forfeit. I default because there's the guys, that's their thing, and they come in and they're all way better and they got 6-pack abs. Those guys are going to clean up. They're going to clean up. Those are the guys, you can't compete with them. I'm like, yep, I'm going to let Esteban with his fucking, rhinestone belt, what the fuck they're wearing. I'm going to let him with his fucking swervy hip. He can take him. I can't stand the music of bachata. I can't stand it. I don't know if it's easier to do the basic. Yes. Salsa, though, you're more free. Your legs aren't fucking interconnected. Bachata, your legs are cross-section. It's hard. And Dre, $2. What's the heaviest girl you spun dancing? I remember her name. Her name was April, and she was a super tall 6'4" black woman in the Twin Cities. However, lighter than hell on her feet. Lighter. She was a phenomenal dancer. What you'll find out is dancing is a lot of girls want you to do all the work. So you spin them, and do they stop themselves? No. So they hold on to your hand, and then they yank you. It's like, bitch, you're supposed to stop yourself. No kidding. My lower back, many times, either in class or dancing with girls who didn't know how, your lower back will start to get sore because you're constantly being pulled and you have to stop them. I've had girls that just kept on going and spun themselves and crashed into people's tables because, well, you're supposed to do all the work. April was not that way. She was like a Ferrari. And that's exactly how it goes. You just ever so lightly have to, and they respond like that. And it goes to show you, it doesn't matter what your height or your weight is. Now, I had to accommodate for it because I was a short guy. So I legit would have to jump to clear some moves to get my hand over her head. I mean, and that's any tall gal. But yeah, that's the heaviest one. I'm not kidding. She's probably 270, 280. Didn't matter. She was on her. She did it, man. She did it. Diorce 76762. Were you signing a rug at a place called The Jug with a girl named Linda Lou, Leonard Skinner? No, I don't get Leonard Skinner. I don't know any 70s music except for Kiss. Because most 70s music fucking sucked. And yes, that includes Leonard Skinner, Led Zeppelin. What's the other L1? Pink Floyd. There's no, that's P. Yeah, but it has an L in Floyd. Pink Floyd. Dre, $2. I want to see Cappy spin Lizzo on a dance. If Lizzo knew how to dance, I could do it. I could. Now, this gal was the exception, not the rule. I'll grant you that. One of the main reasons I got out of dancing is it went from hot girls in their 20s and the 90s to divorced boomer women who were way overweight and also didn't control themselves. And we were outnumbered. I mean, there'd be like one of the last dance classes I taught, there were 15 women, 5 guys, 20 people total. So 5 guys had to rotate and dance with 3 girls each. And that just got tiring. And I'm like, no, I'm done. All right, there you go. That's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.